Hello? Hello? Okay. I think you guys can hear me. I hope it's not too low. Hey, I know I've been gone for a really, really long time. So I deleted social media on February 14th, and I'm not gonna be downloading it until June 27th, which is my birthday, and today is the 22nd that I'm recording this. 23rd. This is 23rd. Um, So I've just been kind of like absent from like doing the podcast and social media. And I've also been just like kind of trying to lock in, and like I just lost motivation to do a lot of things like going to the gym and like schoolwork, but it's like summer class time now or whatever. So yeah, I've been trying to like lock in and whatever, I guess. So I have like 4 topics left out of the topics that I got from people on Instagram. So after this, I'm gonna have to find topics on my own, and I'll probably like write some down today. Or if you guys would like to put some in like the comments or wherever for more topics or better topics or whatever. Or if you just want to hear me talk, that's fine too. Sorry if I sound disgusting. I haven't listened to myself talk in a long time, so hopefully I don't sound weird or gross. So 2 of the topics are like kind of silly, like reminiscent, and 2 are kind of like serious. So I think what I'm gonna do is split them into like I'm gonna do 2 of the like topics that I could cover really quickly today, and then the other 2 topics I'll just do separate episodes for them, so there will be like a bit of material to work with. Also, if I go a little silent, it's because I have my iPad in here. I've been addicted to my iPad and Gossip Harbor, so yeah. I am not gonna lie, I deleted let me see. I think I deleted the screenshot that shows me who requested what. Recently deleted. That shows me who requested what on the Instagram. Yeah, I did. Let me see. Deleted it. Yes, I deleted it. So I'm not sure who requested what. So if you know it was yours, then so sorry. Okay. Sorry for the silence. Yeah, just like listen to yourself, listen to the sounds in the background. So okay. So the first topic that was requested was a discussion about pegging. It was literally just the word pegging. I don't know like how in depth they wanted me to go. So I guess I'll go in depth with like some definitions like officially, and then like my definition, I guess, and like experience, and like whether I've done it or not or whatever. So not Urban Dictionary, but Wikipedia. Oh, and there's also a photograph on Wikipedia. If you Google pegging, it's a woman with a pink strap bending a man over, and he looks like a dog. Anyway, it says pegging is an anal sex act in which a woman penetrates a man's anus with a strap-on dildo. The neologicalism pegging was popularized due to the sex education movie Bend Over Boyfriend, released in 1998. Oh, I need to watch that. It became the winning entry in a contest for the Savage Love Sex Advice column held by Dan Savage in 2001. Upon observing that, except for the phrase strap-on sex used by Queen and her partner Robert in their national lecture series, The concept lacked a common name and there is no dictionary entry for the act. Other words include buggery or sodomy, but these refer to anal sex in general. Strap-on sex can be used for vaginal or anal intercourse between people of any gender using a strap-on and is thus less precise than pegging. Some queer people prefer strap-on sex instead of pegging because they feel the latter is too hetero and ciscentric. Beckett and Miller use pegger and peggee to refer to the person penetrating, and the person being penetrated. Top and bottom are also used. Pegging is penetrative sex with a strap-on dildo, usually anal penetration. It is defined as a practice in which a woman penetrates the anus of a man. The woman uses a strap-on dildo, often a silicone phallus, attached with a harness or strapless dildo that also penetrates the pegger. Lubricant is also used. According to Tristan Taormino, I think, gender and gender roles can play an important part in pegging. Pegging reverses traditional cisgender heterosexual gender roles and sexual practices. The man is penetrated by the woman, becoming passive rather than active, period. According to Beckett and Miller, most popular representations of pegging are derogatory, negative, or even amounting to sexual assault. Long before the term was coined, as the 1970 film Myra Breckinridge depicted a pegging scene where Myra rapes a man with a strap-on dildo. The first explicit pegging scene is believed to be the 1976 pornographic film The Opening of Majesty Beethoven. Describes a pegging act in his 1795 book. Oh, okay. So it's just giving like examples of like where pegging is featured. And then Urban Dictionary. Of course, I have to go to Urban Dictionary. Urban Dictionary, the first one that pops up with 2,000 likes says, when a woman fucks a guy with a strap on, sub guys love pegging. Another one says, butt stuff, but no homo, bro. You've had something up your ass, bro. That's gay. No, bro. My girl's just into pegging me. Another one is when a girl straps a dildo dick on herself and gives the guy a lesson on the 7th planet in our solar system. What the fuck? Okay. One other person's, this is the longest one I've seen. The action of a man getting fucked in the ass with a dildo started with pirates sticking their peg legs in each other's ass. Since there were no women around while at sea for long periods, quickly grew in popularity when they switched from peg legs to dildos. Whoa. Sebastian, would you fancy a jolly good rogering as long as we do the reverse doggy and you peg the shit out of me? Period. So that's a Google definition and Urban Dictionary's definition. I think like they're kind of on like not brand, but like kind of on the same theme of like my definitions. Like pegging is just penetrating a man with a strap-on. That's all it is to me. I think that like it says, like any gender can peg, even if you do already have the part, like if you already have a penis. If you prefer to put a strap-on on, like, you know, sometimes people want to try out with a smaller size or they want like a much larger size. Like, you can always put on a strap-on and accommodate yourself to your sexual partner's needs. A lot of people assume that pegging is gay. I don't think that pegging is gay because that by that sense, it's just very derogatory and dehumanizing. I guess like they always try to just pin a lot of things on the gay community, which is like so sick. I hate that, but anal sex isn't just gay sex. Like the first person to have anal. Fuck, I'm sorry. The first person to have anal sex wasn't even two gay men. It was a man and a woman. So um, anal sex isn't gay. Anybody of any gender and any sexuality could participate in anal sex, whether you're the one that's giving or receiving, because it's just another, it's just like another like sex characteristic. Like it's another part, it's another entryway for penetrative sex or even just stimulation in general. I think a lot of people built that stigma around it because, when a lot of people started finding out things about the gay community, like, of course, people who were within the gay community started finding out different ways to engage in sex rather than just like, mutual masturbation or oral. And then they found out that anal sex was a thing. So then a lot of people just assumed that, oh, well, since, these two men are having anal sex, like that's gay, everything about it is gay. But not a lot of people just realize like, so do you consider yourself gay if you're having anal sex with your girlfriend? Like, I just don't really understand where the thought process behind anal sex, like being gay, comes from. I really don't, but maybe it's because I myself am a member of the LGBTQ plus community. So I don't really see the connection, like I think that the only difference is the parts that are involved. Of course, if it's two gay men, then there will be two penises in the room instead of just a penis and a vagina, So I don't think that that's gay. I just that is gay. Like two penises in a room and they're having sex. That's gay. But just the fact that there is an anus and some kind of penetrative system or just anything, like just an anus compared to something else, like I don't think that that's gay. And I think that a lot of people really need to stop building the stigma around that being gay, because it's very harmful. Like those are very harmful thoughts, and not only are they very harmful thoughts, it prevents a lot of people from experiencing sexual liberation in the way that they want to because of the fear of being seen as gay. And also it's like, what the fuck is so wrong about being gay, dude? Like that's a whole nother thing. But it's just like, I just don't understand. Like I don't really see the harm in it. Like, of course, like when it comes to like anal penetration or stimulation, like sometimes it might feel weird or you might not understand like the feeling, or it might take some getting used to, or it just might not be your thing in general. But if it is your thing and you've understood the process and you know how to relax and you know how to just stay like totally just calm and feel that sexual liberation, like I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it's actually a very gorgeous thing to know yourself, and especially sexually, because for a lot of people, like you are the first person that you've ever had sex with. You've had sex with yourself before you've had sex with anyone else, or you've partaken in sexual intimacy with yourself before you've taken it with anyone else. So I think just taking the time to just explore that is just like, is extremely necessary. And I think that a lot of people need to stop just thinking like, oh, like that's gay, like that's a gay action, because it's not. And the man's G-spot is like in the prostate or whatever the fuck, so it's like, you really do the math. But if you're out there and you've been thinking like, I might want to try anal stimulation, and it doesn't even have to be pegging, but like if you have a partner and you are a man or a male presenting person who considers yourself to be straight, then, and you want to try like just any kind of stimulation, as far as anal goes, like, I say do it. Like, try it for yourself. Like, you know, take like a really nice shower or a really nice bath, and just, you don't even have to like penetrate, but you can, apply pressure or just anything, because then that helps you. Like, it helps you in the long run to know how you like to be sexually satisfied, because if you don't take the time to explore even the tiniest bit, then you'll never really know. And you'll always end up having mediocre sex, or sex that you don't like, because it's just not what you're into, you know? Or it is what you're into and you're scared to say something, but I don't think anybody should be scared to say anything. I think that pegging is really cool. And I myself have pegged someone. I think it's very interesting. I think it's very fun. I definitely am always interested in doing it. Like, I would love to do it again. I think it's very cool to be on the other side and to be the one doing like the aftercare, and like, being like more gentle or more rough or whatever. Like, I think that the experience is really cool. I think that everyone should at least try it once in their life, but that's just how I am. I think that everyone should try everything once in their life, no matter what it is. Well, there are certain things some people shouldn't, not everyone should try, like murder. Don't try murder, guys. But yeah, I definitely think that pegging is, I think it's a cool thing. I think it's a really cool thing. It's something that I'm like very interested in, and I think that I would do it again. I would do it again for sure. And yeah, like, that's my take on it. I don't have any negative thoughts on it. I think it's a really cool thing. Like, even, like, when I joke and stuff, but in all seriousness, I think it's a very interesting sexual activity. And I hate that there is so much like stigma and hate behind it, because it's just sex, dude. Like, I don't know. It's just pegging, man. Like, yeah. But if that's not your freak, then, hey, more for the rest of us. Okay, on to the next topic. So this topic, someone wants me to tell the story of the worst day I've ever had at school. It's a really short story. Sorry, I'm going to move this thing. It's irritating me. There we go. Period. Okay, sorry. I just had to move something. It was really irritating me just looking at it. Ooh, that was disgusting. Sorry. The story of the worst day I've ever had at school, I would say, is I can't remember what grade I was in. I think I was in like in some grade in between 2nd and 5th grade. But I went to this school, and it was in Texas. And I was like really young, and yeah, like, I was just really young or whatever. And so I would get bullied all the time. Like, I was getting bullied by this one specific girl, and she would bully me, and like, she just was a horrible person. Like, she was just terrible. But the worst day I had ever had, like, experiencing like at school, was like, it was this one day. I really forget mainly like a lot of what happened and led up to it, but it probably was nothing because she was a bully. But like, she poured water on me and she cut my hair, and I didn't realize that my hair was cut until I looked in my drawer, like, like the desks that had the little cubby, like, inside of it or whatever, like the little space or whatever. And I looked in there and saw my hair in there, and she cut my hair. And that was just like a really horrible time at school. Like, There are other times at school, that I've had that were like not that great, like, oh, I wasn't having a good day, or like, oh, I got into like a little fight or whatever. But I think that one like really took the cake because I was really scared to tell my mom that I was getting bullied. But it's like, how can you hide that after like you come home and your hair is cut? And yeah, it just really sucked. Like, it was really unfortunate. And I think what made it even worse is because like I lied and said that I did it myself because I was like scared of my bully. Like, but I'm not scared of bullies anymore. Bullies suck. If you're a bully, I um I hope something not so nice happens to you. Yeah. I know this is a really short episode, only 20 minutes. I'm so sorry if I'm breaking anyone's ears with the freaking vocal changes, but on the screen when I'm recording, like the lines, like I don't really know what's super loud and super not loud. So, yeah. I also forgot my water, so sorry if my voice sounds a little hoarse and crusty. But yeah, I will be recording those other 2 episodes today, like right after this video episode. Thanks. Uh, and yeah, I'm so glad that you guys are listening, even if there's 2 of you. And thanks for not being like rude, judgy, terrible people in the comments. Like that always helps. But it's mainly because you guys don't leave any comments, which is fine too. I'd rather have no comments than rude comments. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed listening. And if you hated it, then just tell me you hated it. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Bye.